What up, Mile 6 here back again with a new video. Today I'll be talking about the Denver Broncos coaching updates. Broncos are looking for a DC. They've hired an offensive line coach. They fired their strength and conditioning coach, which was how the fucking Lula. So let's get into this. Let me get the, I'm trying to find every piece of news possible to talk about. So let's start off with Lorden Landau, where the fuck his name is, doesn't matter. His medical license should be revoked or something. So the strength and conditioning coach for the Broncos got fired, and I'm happy. The last 5 years been injuries. I know it's not all his fault. Sometimes it's accidents, but this guy, I don't know what he puts. He puts fiberglass in their socks or something. He wraps them in fucking poison ivy. I don't know. He injects them with fucking AIDS or something. I don't know what this strength and conditioning coach does, but our players always get hurt under him. So the injuries went up ever since he was our damn strength and conditioning coach. He's been on the team for 5 years. So yeah, he's gone, and I'm happy. Hopefully he get a fucking Harvard grad or something, Yale, Harvard medical school type shit. Get someone that can help our players out and get them more prepared for fucking get them more prepared for the game so they don't get injured. All right, so the Broncos are interested in Seahawks assistant head coach Sheen Desai. He was the defensive coordinator for the Bears. They're interested in him to be a DC. Brian Flores. They requested an interview with him. I think they got an interview, but he's going to be interviewing with the Cardinals for the head coaching job. So if I was Brian Flores, I would take the head coaching job. But if the Cardinals are not right for him, just join Sean Payton and the crew. Why not, man? Join Sean Payton. Sean Payton. Let's fucking get it. So, yeah, so those are the two guys, for now. And then the Broncos hired offensive coach Zach Strief as their next offensive line coach. And I'm happy that they got him. I'm happy they didn't get Mark Schlereth because he never had coaching experience. At least this guy, he played recently. He knows Sean Payton. This is a Sean Payton guy. This is a Sean Payton hire right here. Zach Strief. He played under him with the Saints for a long time, over 10 years, I think, or close to that. He won a Super Bowl with them. I think it was a guard. He looked like a guard. I don't know. I think he was a guard. I don't know. I don't know the player that much because, obviously I didn't watch his entire career, and you don't pay attention to O-linemen unless they're really elite. But yeah, he's going to run Sean Payton's system with the offensive line and hopefully help fix the offensive line. Shout out to Mile High View for saying this was, the O-line coach is their first hire and firing the strength and conditioning coach. So they did two good things. Sean Payton. I hope him and George, let the Paytons cook. Let them cook. Why not? So yeah, there's something else. I think they fired a linebacker coach too, which good because our linebackers. I know they didn't give them the best talent, but our linebackers, they stink. So who was our linebacker coach? I'll talk about Evero last. Yeah, Ejiro got released from the Broncos. I wish him the best with the Panthers. I think he got. Yeah. So the Broncos. This is recently. The Broncos have parted ways with linebacker coach Peter Hansen. I think he was hired by Hackett, but Hackett hired a bunch of college guys that I have never heard of and a bunch of young guys. Sean Payton's gonna hire a bunch of old Saints guys and experienced vets, maybe some young guys. Hopefully, just spread it out, add some youth. I don't know what coaches are gonna stay with the Broncos. I don't know what coaches are gonna go. It depends who's good with Hackett. Who's good with Hackett and who doesn't really care, and just wants to be on the team and win with Sean Payton. So yeah, Evero, they released him. I think it's because of Hackett. Really, he didn't want to be part of the regime with Hackett. I think him and Sean Payton had conversations for him to stay as defensive coordinator. I guess it didn't work out. He just had Hackett's nuts in his mouth for a while. So he parted ways. He went to Carolina. They have a good staff. Frank Reich is head coach. And now they have Evero as their DC, who's going to help. The Panthers have a good future. They have a bright future, and I wish Coach E the best, man, because you know he helped out this defense. Still, he kept it afloat. Wasn't still not elite as it used to be, but he kept every game close. Some games they let went towards the end of the season it went out of hand, but he kept a lot of games close, and he was a good DC this year. And hopefully we hire Brian Flores or a guy who can help this team out. Run a what? 4-3, yeah, 4-3, D, that this team's used to. Build the lines, and I'm happy they got O-line coach first. The guys that they fired and hired were good. They fired the strength and conditioning coach. I know they said parted ways or stepped down. They fired him, man, because they saw the medical records. This guy was bad. He's like Michael Jackson's doctor. But yeah, I'm not slandering his character. It's just too many injuries under the strength and conditioning coach. So yeah, we'll see who our DC is, who our offensive coordinator is. Other hires around the team for Sean Payton. Maybe we get some scouts. I like that Michael Thomas liked the post. Maybe he wants to come here. If we make a trade, Sun for Thomas, I wouldn't mind. But Thomas has to be healthy. Or maybe like Hamler. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That the offseason starts in March. Like, we have to wait till after the Super Bowl. And I love that I only watched a little bit of his press conference that he wanted the Eagles to win. He's good job. Like, Sean Payton's saying a lot of the right things. Yeah, so those are the coaching updates for the Broncos. There's probably more. I think we'll hire our DC maybe tomorrow or the next few days. It depends on. I want Brian Flores because he has the most experience, and former coach, and he's gonna relate to the players a lot. I know he had the little lawsuit with the Broncos, but it was more towards John Elway and fucking Joe Ellis, because those guys are really unprofessional dicks who pretty much ruined the team these last 7 years. So, that's why I think if we hire Flores, I think those guys are they're toast, and I'll be happy that those guys are gone, and we can move on to a newer era of Broncos football, and that's really it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and these updates. Couldn't get to these sooner. Was busy, but I'm happy I got to them today. I'm happy we hired an offensive line coach, Zach Strief. I think he was a guard with the Saints. I don't know. We'll get to that, but yeah. Hit the like button, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on these hires and firings from the Broncos staff, and hopefully we get a DC and an OC soon, and we can have a complete staff. I don't know who's gonna stay, who's gonna go. Obviously the Hackett boys are gone. Justin Ouden, Evero. They fired Butch Berry mid-season. Dwayne Stukes, even though I thought he was all right, but they just fired him because I guess he wasn't doing the right job. They fired a lot. They got rid of a lot of the Hackett hires because those were just his friends, basically. And Sean Payton wants to get his guys on the damn staff. So that's it. Hope you guys have a good day. Peace. Go Broncos, and let's see what happens these next few days. And also, fly Eagles, fly in the Super Bowl. Fuck the Chiefs. That's it. Peace.